Oh no, not in front of Donald. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't lie to a man who keeps receipts in his back pocket and a camera crew in the room. President Trump sat down with South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Yes, the one who's been tap dancing around the truth like it's a national sport. And when the topic of land seizures and the attacks on white farmers came up, Trump said, "Let's talk facts." Let's roll the tape, because the look on Ramaphosa's face when the receipts started coming out, priceless.
Ready or not. Ready or not. Here I come. Can't hide. Gonna find you and then
What would it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
Well, I can answer that for the president. It's for him. I seriously
rather have him answer.
Yeah, I don't answer that. It will be.
Our president will respond to you. Thank you, Mr. President.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us around a quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it will take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down. Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. Never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of the revolutionary act. So to kill, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer.
this is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road you have crosses. Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen. But, okay.
I mean, it's in South Africa, that's what.
So here's what went down. Trump asked straight up about land seizures in South Africa and the rising violence against white farmers. Now, for years, folks on the ground, and I mean black, white, everybody, have been raising alarms about farm murders. But every time it comes up internationally, Ramaphosa and his crew act like it's a QAnon fairy tale. He says, no, there's no white genocide in South Africa. Meanwhile, farm families are being slaughtered in their homes, women tortured, babies shot. And you know what? Trump didn't flinch. He said, really? Because I have the reports, the footage, the data. Then boom, out come the papers. He starts reading names, dates, and crime stats like he's prepping for a court deposition. That's the face of a man who forgot there was homework due. Let me be clear. This is about human rights. And when a government downplays any group being targeted for political gain or revenge, that's dangerous. Now, I know some of y'all don't like Trump, but ask yourself, who else is even talking about this? When leaders lie to protect their image and not their people, people die.
Let me clarify that, because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various policies, and in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
Nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately, through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now
The farmers are black. The farmers are not black. I don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black.
Ooh, the gaslighting is global. South Africa, we are watching, and President Ramaphosa, you might want to brush up on your facts before your next international visit. Trump came with binders full of proof. If you learned something new, or if your jaw hit the floor like mine did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know, do you think Trump was right to confront him? Or was it political theater? Either way, the mask slipped.